Water already sitting here.
Yeah, no,
We need to put more dirt here. This is not sufficient. This is the first one. Yeah, you can push it back there. And we need to put cover over there. Okay, this area should be the industrial zone now. On my immediate left is the industrial zone. The industrial zone is huge, so it stretches a good about half a kilometer along this road. So still on my immediate left is the industrial zone. And this is the longest stretch of swamp that has been filled in, so all of this area is swampland. It's a long swampland. It's been filled in to create this road here. We're almost completing this road, and after this we'll get to the residential zone. And here we are now. We're marching forward. You can see where we are. We're going to that particular river, so we're a good way ahead already. A little bit more. So we came out here today. Today is the day after Christmas to check the road out. If you look that way, let me just flip this camera. This is the road going all the way back to the entrance of Xity. This is the boundary road that leads from the entrance all the way up there, about 1 kilometer that way. It passes the industrial zone, so this area is in the industrial zone. We've passed the site for the first solar farm, which is right at the entry point of this road, and then we pass the future home of the sports complex, the multi sports complex that will be located here. That's further up the road, and now this area is the future home of the industrial site. And here we are still headed down to where this road is going to end. Remember, and that point is where the future dock for your private boats will be. So that's where we are headed today. I apologize, my voice may not be great. I'm actually sick today, but being a day after Christmas, the workers will want to slack, so I had to leave the XHQ and come out here to Xity to make sure work is going on. So today I woke up really miserable, sick. I've been sick for the past couple of days. If you watched the previous video at the XHQ, I had an injury. But beyond that, I've been feeling sick in the body. Lots of nausea. I think I have gas in my chest. It's the first time I've had this type of experiences where my chest is really burning and all of that. And I woke up throwing up. I can't eat anything. My throat is sore. I can't drink any liquid. It's mostly like drinking by drops. But I had to make sure I come out here so that what you see happens, and not have them store things and all that. So that's where we are today. So that's where we are, making sure work gets done here at Xity. Let's keep this momentum going so that work can be done. And that's exactly what we are doing. So this road stretches out there all the way. And for those of you familiar with Xity, if you've been hearing about Clinton, this is the famous Clinton. Some of you have probably talked to him. So that's Clinton there. And yeah, he's out here today in the field. Hold this thing. Let's talk a little bit. So as you can see, I'm not too well today, as I said, but this thing has to happen. It has to be completed. And this is why I'm here today. Woke up really ill. Everyone advised me not to come out, but to make sure this happens, sometimes you have to be in the field yourself, and that's why I'm here. So we have to make sure this work gets done. Let's get out of the way of these guys. But hopefully we should be getting to the end of this road pretty soon, because if I look on the map, I should move the car. I'm gonna back the car up to give him more space to do what he needs to do. Get the vehicle out of his way. So as we said, the work is going on. We are super pumped. This whole side, so let's focus on this side. So to tell the people, if I come on this side of the road, I'm in Xity. So the cameraman now is standing in the road that serves as the boundary for Xity. This is the western boundary of Xity he's standing in. I'm standing in Xity. From here till as far as your eyes can see, it's all Xity. So on this, along this boundary, we have the solar farm, we have the multi-complex sports stadium, and we are around the industrial zone. And further down is going to be reserved land and your dock. So that is the idea. And then on the far side, where you can see beyond, on the far side, you're going to have your commercial zone, you're going to have your residential zones, you're going to have the school zones, you're going to see your healthcare zone and everything on the other edge of Xity. So if you imagine now, what we just did here is that your industrial zone is on this side, and on the far side is where you have your residential zone, your healthcare zone, your schools, and everything else that doesn't need to interfere with your industrial zone. This is why your residential community, for example, the alleys in your residential community is two parallel lanes just for the alleys, and then you have a third lane just for parking, parallel parking. So think about that. So this is how much attention we've paid to allowing people to navigate Xity with ease and not have to worry about the congestion that you find in downtown Monrovia. So we did a lot of best practices when it comes to modern urban planning, and that's what we are bringing here. Trying to eat some cucumber to help expel some gas, but it's hard to swallow anything now, so that's what holding it out in my hands. But yeah, so this is a beautiful place. As I said, people are booking pretty fast, and I think some people are going to regret their hesitation or the slow pace at which they are moving. But that's another story for another day. I know Liberians, we all know ourselves anyway, so it's not going to be strange when people are running to me. And the land in the residential zone, once it's done, is done. I'm not going to take someone, no matter how much money you have to offer, take you and put you in a zone that doesn't admit a residential home in. So it's not going to happen. So I'm just saying, we have 3 areas where people will be living. 2 of them are exclusive, like single family homes, and then the other one is the apartment complex zone. So those are our residential places. So in the apartment complex zone, we are going to build what in architectural lingo is called mixed use buildings. And what that means is that on the upper floors you have other residential apartments. It could be single, double, or triple bedroom apartments. And then on the lower floor you have your favorite like ice cream shops, your favorite tea and coffee shops, and those kind of things, right? Like just places for your pastries and things like that. No big serious business area under those buildings. No, it's just the fancy places where people are working. Young people, imagine young people living in those apartments, and they go to the college here, or they go to the high school, or single families that are just starting up. They don't own like a private residential home, they are renting in there. Those are the places they go to get their coffee, to get ice cream and things like that. So those stores are going to be facing the streets, and those are also 2-acre blocks. So if you imagine, we are going to design those apartment complexes in such a way that the apartment buildings, those tall apartment buildings, will be facing the street, and in the center of those 2-acre blocks will be like a courtyard. So people living in the apartment buildings that are on the edges of those 2-acre blocks can converge in the courtyard, where there will be like some green parks for them to sit out. Also, when you are moving in or out of the apartment, you're not going to park your moving truck in the street in front of the apartment. Instead, you are going to drive into the courtyard in the center of that 2-acre block to move your things into and out of the apartment. So we've done a lot of thinking about how we want to design our spaces, and we are following some of the best principles in modern urban planning and building designs. But we are not in a rush. We take our time and do things meticulously. If you've noticed, we've been delivering more than what we say or what we share. And that is a principle that I stick to. I would rather be caught doing more than caught doing less. We've had too many histories of people over-promising things. So again, I tell people, all of the areas that I've dedicated to build these things, the industrial zone, the commercial zone, and all of these things, I don't have the money to build all at once. I actually don't have the money to build a quarter of Xity right now in my pocket or in my bank account. I don't. And I do not promise people that I have that. So I want to make that explicitly clear. But what I am doing is that I'm building this thing up one brick at a time, and it's going to get done. Water through a slow process of where, when I start here, while the residential homes are coming up, the businesses that will start operating here to serve the surrounding population, whether it's building materials, plaza, or other things that are currently actually a compelling business to start here, whether it's through those where I'll be getting revenues from those and reinvesting in Xity. That is the slow path for Xity's success. The faster path is going to be me getting more investors on board, of course, to put money into it. But I'm not in a rush for that, because I want those investors to be Liberian investors. Profit goes to where capital comes from. And if I start taking capital too early from outside investors, the profit from this Xity, and Xity is going to be hugely profitable, I can tell anybody that. But that's not why I decided to do this. But the point here is that if I start taking capital quickly from those people, in fact, think about it. if I was in this for quick profit, then by now I have a lot of investors that would have given me money for this. I mean, and they will all be outside investors. But again, I fear that that will be taking the core principle for which I started this, to empower other Liberians to create more wealth in Liberia that stays in Liberia. So I'm hesitant at this stage to start taking investors' money, wherein I know the return on that invested capital is going to exit the country. So it's not like something that I'm going to stick to forever, but I want to hold the floodgates for a while and give Liberians the opportunity, small-scale investors the opportunity. Think about like a plaza for building materials, stores. That's something that a couple of Liberians can do quickly. But again, I'm not pressuring anyone. My investment here can tell you how much I believe this and how much I think that this is super important to happen. So I think I've digressed a little bit too far now. But the point here is that I think this is a significant thing for us to do as Liberians, for us to get together to do. This will ease some of the tensions of having to build your home in an area that you bought somewhere else, but you don't control the built environment around you, where people can just build anything in the alleyway leading to your home. This prevents all of that, where people can build any type of buildings that produce a lot of noise, pollution. Some of these are religious buildings, of course. Here we control for all of that. None of that is going to happen. So you don't have control over that if you bought your like 1 acre somewhere right in the middle of like wherever, right? You don't have control over what somebody does across the alley from you. You don't have control over even what someone does on the alley between you and them. A lot of times people go to court for those kind of things, right? It becomes a headache. Your alleyways are blocked. Here, all of that headache goes away because we take care of that in the designs from the foundation up of Xity, right? So again, it's up to you. When you look behind me, you don't see anything but vegetation. But that road you see, when you looked here a few days ago, you wouldn't see anything but vegetation. But here is a road coming up. Here are machines working here. You've seen what we've done with the XHQ building, and we're still in the process of doing that. But those are all like pieces of evidence to tell you that when we start something, no matter how slow it is, we're going to basically see it through. And we're committed, we're working hard to get it done. And we are going to do a drive when we're going back that way, to just drive along this road so people can see the amount of work that has already been done. So in a short few minutes we've been here, that's how far he's gone. And I'll do some drone footage to see how far away from here we are to the end of this work on this road. I could see it in the navigation system in the vehicle that we are pretty much very close to the end. And I know this spot for sure that we are close to the end. If they are started early this morning, they will finish this job today. But I have a little doubt that they can finish it today because they just got started. But it's okay. It's the day after the big holiday. Workers came late from town to get the work started, and I had to make that happen. By the way, they wouldn't have come today if I had not told them I was coming here. Put some pressure on them. So here they are doing the work.
Okay, we got one of our friends who just came in. Is Philip Jar. He just came here to see the work that has been done here. Philip Jar. This is Philip Jar. So this is Xity, the work that has been done on in here. So I think you can say something.
Okay, I'm so passionate about it. I can feel it. The center, but the vision. I've been working, thinking about here, really a piece of it. It's like an investment I would look forward to seeing that citizens get into working. Most of this we're going to see the lower employment is going to bring the investment. this is good for a typical Liberian. I think many of us Liberians can emulate this example and invest in this country. There are investment avenues, different things that people can invest in. And we can meet our own level of employment. This is the kind of the summer is doing very well. I was very moved. I thought to come and see myself the level of work that is here. We do the entire area, something more than 200 acres of land. That's huge enough for a single person. So we look proud, like it's looking proud to see people with different minds of investment to join him so that they all can develop this place and this set thing or this part of Liberia can be a better place. That's good for us.
Thank you, Mr. John. Yeah, we are walking along the road. The cars came around 3 o'clock. And you know, son of work is not work that you can just stay on the side, you feel that it will be done. You want for yourself to be present. And everything that will be done here, you want to see it be done.
No, he didn't want me to come. He's concerned. Yeah, he's concerned about my health. And I get it, but especially the point is that you don't want the head of the spear to get blunt. Right? So I understand all of that, but at the same time, I think I know a little bit of my body limit. Yeah, they started from around here just now. So we are quickly approaching it. So right now we are walking to go walk through to get to the. Yeah. There's a piece of job that was just left to finish, but you leave it to them, they will be chilling today and not working. So I just had to come out, and every minute counts. So we're walking to where this job is going to end, at the edge of the swamp, to tell them this is where you stop. And then, if possible today, they could go to the residential zone and start there. Yeah, they don't need to sleep right now. We still have some day. You guys can walk up to 9 p.m. The light from this machine is really good. Let me wear my mask a little bit.
Do you own this machine as well?
No, these are contractors.
You got that?
Yeah, I'm in the process of ordering one of them. That's my boy Usman. High-headed pigeon. I will flog you. You're laughing. You're laughing at the camera. Let the people see your teeth. And I mean, I will flog that label and my son over there. It's too frisky. You tell him to do something, he will do something different. Layer of ball, follow me. Let me show you the edge. You are right close. I flew with a drone. It's right here. You almost there. I think you can finish the thing and even go to the residential side and start today. So, Usman, can let me show you where the man will stop. As soon as I get the time, I'm gonna find some tombs. I know I have tombs. I brought tombs with me, but I don't know where I placed it. You see the river down there between those trees? That area I'm pointing at right there is the river. You see it, Philip?
Yeah.
That's the river right there. So that machine needs to come down here. This place is still dry. So he needs to go here. What? Yeah, he can push it through here. The place can be dry. Even in rain season, we can walk here. So, and you see the place, the river, the swamp. You go there, you'll see the mangrove swamp. It's very easy to see. I think the brush there grew up. But you see, they cut down the tree all the way to that big tree. And you see it? So, a big tree ahead of you over there with the tall branches. But there is no pathway now to get there. Yeah. The grass has grown, the brushes are up. So I remember that probably that Uzma Cutlass mark here. We used to pass right here and go in here. I don't have boots on, so yeah. So this is the area. Let's keep going a little bit. I'm wearing Crocs because my Achilles tendon was sliced and can't wear boots, so I have to be careful not to get infection from the swamp into it. But I'm taking antibiotics injection now, so I'm fine. Woo! Yep, it's getting wet. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go by his mud now. Any machine can make it through here? Yeah, the man can walk while it's in it. At the tree there, at the end there, right there, after that tree. Yeah, exactly. And at the medicine tree there, they say they can use the bark for all type of medication. Yeah, that's it. Right after that tree, there's the swamp. You see the mangrove swamp. Yeah, let him push my dad down here. So we'll stay here and wait for them to get through here. I think it's very easy. Huh? Yeah. That side is too soft. Yeah, I'm excited that this road is finishing today. And after this, we get to go to the residential zone and do that. We're going back up this hill. Yeah, the end of this road is in sight. Literally. Now we can finish this up, go to the other side, and start the residential zone. Whew. Are you ready to build your homes? If you're ready to build your homes, let's get it done. We are right here. You're seeing what's happening. What is it? Y'all watch the stupid man talking. Say what you're saying again, so I can tell the people in America to come and flock you. Huh? Yeah, is it? You're working and no, and you see that tree? There's a big tree, that big tall tree. You see what? That's the end of it. Yeah. The man see it? Yes. Yeah, put some there oil, that dry, moist mud. It doesn't have water, but look. So put something on there, finish that thing quickly. And I said it right here until you finish. I'm leaving that your footage there, you doing it nothing, I will flock you today. Okay, good. Alright, good. So yeah, my boys, I make a little bit of jest and keep them entertained, find extra things for them like tips and other things to motivate them to work. So it's all fun, it's all joke. But at the same time, I'm stern. And I say I want something done today, I want it done today. And that's why they are working here the day after the holiday. That's why they're planning to come to work today. But we had to come. The good thing is that I'm also sweating already. So sweating should be good for my health, I think. So this is good, it's not all bad. It's good I came out. I know that people are genuinely concerned about my well-being, but the work has to get done. There is no way that I will be allowing little body pain and other little basic illnesses to stand in the way of this work. There's too much at stake here. So, yeah. This kid knows how to operate this machine really well. I can tell him loud, but I'm impressed with his skills. Because you know, when you start to praise them too much, then they start to misbehave. So, but yeah, he has good machine skills. He's doing a good job. And now we have, thanks to their work, we have a clear line of sight from here all the way there. You can drive all the way in here. A place where previously we would come and use machetes to make pathways. Now you can drive through here. The only thing is that you need a four-wheel vehicle maybe to navigate through this sand. Not really. The sand is getting compacted because of the machine, so you should be fine here. But to be on the safe side, you probably need a four-wheel vehicle to come all the way here. Well, outside of Xity, there are some pretty sandy area along the road leading to Xity. So those areas, if you don't have a four-wheel vehicle, you are most likely going to get stuck there for now, until it is fixed. But yeah, it will get fixed at some point. Community will rally together. Both ex-citizens and non-ex-citizens. It's a public road. In fact, it's a government road that was utilized to get to the airport way back then, before the Civil War. So at some point, when the population starts to increase, their government will prioritize fixing that road. Or the community will put pressure on government to help collaborate with the community to fix it. But yeah, we are making progress. We are making cool progress here. This is Xity. It's not much of a city for now. It's a lot of vegetation, Philip. A lot of vegetation. But when I look at this, all I see is the future, not these greeneries. Well, we'll still preserve some greens because we want to preserve that. But the point I'm making is that when I look here, I see a lot of potential. I see a lot of good buildings, see a lot of good industries open up here, operating, manufacturing things, producing, boosting the economy of the country. And we see the technology park stimulating young people to create businesses based on technology. We see young people, leaders in artificial intelligence, creating new products. We see scientists doing research in laboratories, in the tech hub. We see professors doing groundbreaking research at a university. We see young people from high school competing fiercely, learning and being innovative about how they do some amazing things at an early age. So those are the things that I envision, and those are the things I see even now, why the place looks like this. And I know with perseverance and the support of all of you watching out there, we will get this done. And it will be said that it was Liberians that came together and got this job done. That is the plan. That is the work in progress. And that is the mission for all of us, every one of us, to achieve as Liberians together. We can do this. We'll do a drive through this road when we are headed back, so you can see it has some dips, some crests and troughs along the road, swampy area at the dips. But yeah, after the dips, you have these kind of mounds, and you have this swampy area. But I think when they're done with the residential zone, what stops us from bringing them back to some of these up, then we start laying culverts. For now, we just wanted to clear it to mark a boundary, make it more accessible to vehicles. But yeah, long term, we need culverts, box culverts, double culverts, triple culverts in some places, in those swampy areas down in the dip. You can see there to help us. Oh man. So the kid just called me over to come and inspect to see how far he's gone. Seems like his wheels are spinning in this last segment of the way to the mangrove swamp. He's literally already there, but his wheels are spinning. That's what he's saying. So he wants to go and spend the rest of the evening to start in the residential zone. So I'm out here going to now inspect what they've done here. Okay, so he basically bust down some of this hill that was here, steep hill we were climbing. He's pushing the dirt. And when he goes to come back up, it looks like that is where his wheels are spinning. How smooth the road is, because his wheel on this machine are too smooth. The tire is all worn out. So obviously he will spin wheels here. These people have old equipment here that are not supposed to be operating. That is the problem here. This stupid little boy here, he brought a machine that doesn't work. So you have this segment from here to that tree over there. And your wheels are spinning.
Yeah,
Okay, no problem. We can end it here today. I know what to do. I'll get my own machine and I'll bring the machine and then I'll call you to come and get into my machine and do that. Because it will have better tires.
Yeah.
Not that smooth thing that you have under there. You call tires. No, but this is okay. That's fine. At least driving all the way here is not bad. We just have that tree and the swamp is right behind it. And then the water. Okay. Good job, guys. So let's go to the residential side and begin that work there. We put the pegs there. Usman knows the pegs, right? But I'm going to go show you again. One of the pegs at least. At a flat surface. And when you just want to walk over that thing, 2 days time you finish. No, but that place is entirely flat.
No problem.
Oh yeah, that place is entirely flat. There is nothing there. All the troublesome children that are giving me a hard time in this place here. Who did the judge here playing? They ain't doing no work. I must say I can't clearly roll my hands up. Allah? See? How will get your Christmas? You sort of finish your work way before Christmas. You didn't finish your work. You need to talk about how now quarter you talking about Christmas. Okay, let's go to the residential side and do the video there. Good job, guys. I'm gonna go drive out there, begin the work in the residential zone, guys. After the residential zone, we're gonna do the eastern boundary of Xity, hitting the river again. And then Xity on the north already has a road, which is the government road that takes you to the airport. And then the southern boundary is the river. The western boundary is this road you're looking at. The eastern boundary, there's an existing road. We just need to run over it quickly with the machine just to clear out some of the little grass. But that's the road we used to drive on. It's not much work to do. I just want to clear the top layer of sand so vehicles don't spin their wheels there every time. These contractors have equipment that don't have proper parts, functioning parts. His tires are worn, pretty worn. So you can go down that hill and back up easily. So let's go get started on the residential side. It's fine. Usman, you hold the camera and point out there. Okay? Alright. So this is the longest swamp we had here. So we are going to have to put multiple culverts here, like those box culverts. But for now, all we needed, what we're targeting here is that we just want to drive here now. And that's what we are doing now. But in the long run, we need multiple culverts here, this swampy area. It's a long stretch of swamp. It's all swamp here. They did a great job here. They put enough dirt here. The dirt is not enough, the water is already rising. Before they leave from this place, they have to go there and put some dirt in there. And we'll put culverts there too. Yep. But I broke the hill down to fill that swamp. This was a steep hill here. I'm going to drive behind this machine slowly to go to the residential zone. Yeah, it's very effective and efficient. This is where the water is already rising up to the road. So it needs to add more dirt here, but we'll do that before they leave. But you can already tell we need covered here. Big ones. The first one we just passed is longer, but it's not that wet. This one has higher water level. This one has deeper water. Do they want us to go past them? Let's go past them. You can see the stretch of road ahead of us. This is the industrial zone area. There's one small swamp here. We need to still add some dirt in here to raise it up. We can break down that hill ahead of us and bring more dirt. Yeah, from the top there. And bring more dirt here. No, that's fine. Before they leave the whole area, we'll come back. Do one day here. So on the right hand side is the industrial zone. On the left hand side is not Xity. Right hand side is Xity. And I think this area now is the sports complex area we are reaching, where the multi-purpose sports stadium will be. A lot of avian species around here. Love to see them fly around. And now we are entering the solar farm. So this field is the solar field. Yeah, the first solar field. We're planning to build a 1 megawatt solar farm here, and the land dedicated for that solar farm, the 1 megawatt will be covering only about a quarter of the reserve land, so more room for expansion. And this will just be one of many fields reserved for solar farm. And 1 megawatt will just be taking less than a quarter for this one. Maybe I need to push that log a little bit. That was a palm tree here. The tree can puncture someone's wheel. But this is the end of the road, fellas. So now I'm going to turn right. And this road we are just merging onto is the government road. This road goes to the airport. It's a 60-foot wide government road that runs right in front of Xity. So everything you see ahead of you and to your right is Xity. I'm going to pause here and get off. So if you look at that pole, point to that pole. Can you see that pole? This is a light post, an old light post. This light post is the light post of the government road. But it was cut down during the war because the locals used it for firewood or something. And they are lined up along this road. This is an old light pole that was cut down during the war. They are lined up here. So this is a government road leading to Charlesville and to RIA Highway. I mean, why you take that in from the road? I think you bought somebody tire. They wood. Hey, my man, you told me to stop getting anything. Get it from there. So here, this is Xity. That's the edge, the western edge. I'm standing right here at the northwest corner of Xity. This road is the government road. This road is our boundary road. This is Xity right here. So we're going to drive ahead of Xity and go to the other side to the residential, the first residential zone. Here in this corner will be our first solar farm. Sun is about to set, but we're going to the residential zone and they are going to start it today. We're not wasting any time. We'll get work done. Sometimes I stay out till 2 a.m. I'm going home. Working.
For you. This is also the solar stuff.
This area is like the solar farm extends here. The first residential zone, somewhere one of the corner starts in there and go to the other edge. And then this corner, this phase here is the commercial zone on the right hand here now, leading to that intersection we have over there. Where the solar farm extends there. And then there will be the apartment complexes here, running down and hitting the first residential zone that we're going to open. But up here will be apartment complexes, also in the front. In the apartment complexes, we hit the commercial zone. This is a commercial zone. We have malls, some banks. High-rise hotel. So I think it should be going on in the short edge, going, coming back. Because at the long edge, you're beginning with this pole here, as the first corner of there. So park somewhere off the road here and give them a chance. Yeah, just be good. I think that should be easy, man. Get down from the car, man. Listen. You're doing video, you're sitting out of the water. So begin. Let's see that peg. That's the first corner for the residential area. And you see they play that bush, they play the tree, then stop. That is second place there. So that is short side here. The long side from the peg, the other peg I took Usman there. It's right there. And then the other peg dropping behind the bush there. So the only bush we clear that, the small bush. And you see how the side, the short tree go behind the bush a little bit. So you just shave it like that. Usman knows the points first. So I think this side may be too long, but you know the front face, if you're going up and down, will be better. You see what I'm saying? So what do you think? It's a piece of cake. One of the trees. Huh? What kind of grass here? Please show the camera, let the people see the thing they've been complaining about so they can make it shine. So you can be shine, yeah. Please show him. Show the people the grass they've been complaining. The big machine with a big big teeth. He's complaining about the little grass that I can just get there and start clearing on my feet. These trees, right? Your bossman KB's told me when you put on that road, he said, bossman, the main thing I gave him a hard time about it is because we got to do backfilling in the swamp. But if tree there, an easy thing for me. I bring you on the side with these small trees, show the trees again. Then you complaining about the trees. Anywhere I take you guys will complain about something there.
People carry on the quota.
Quota say and say, you all say the quota too clear. So you'll get a hard time for all the riders.
The work will do the work.
You do the work. But I what you want, 72%. And I bring those 72% for you because you're acting foolish, you ain't working fast. I'm against the time, clock, you understand? The building's supposed to start. You need to clear this place. You guys start building the workers' place for them to be staying right in the place of building. You clear, then I come do the measurement. We'll build the things where the workers will be staying in and doing all of that, right? You are the one holding all of that up right now. So get to work, let's do the thing, up and down. Let's go, let me see you do one part. Tap it, the 3 thing. Okay, we can go for it for you. Okay, let's go get him some fuel. No, they can't pay. No, it's true. This side, set it. Set it. Get turn. Good. Hello folks, this road leads to the second intersection of Xity. To the right, at that intersection to the right leads to the airport in Charlesville. To the left leads to the first edge of Xity where we were just walking through the road that leads to the industrial zone. So we are on the far edge of Xity. The easternmost boundary of Xity is this road. This road leads all the way down to the river front of Xity. Just like that road that is all the way on that far end of Xity that you don't see, that we were making that boundary road, the westernmost end. But where we stand now, this peg that you see here is the first starting point of the first residential community. From here all the way to the road is the commercial zone. There's a big road here that separates the commercial zone right around here, that separates the commercial zone from this first residential block. What you see here is the small start of clearing this huge residential community zone. Do it bit by bit, one step at a time. Let's get this thing done, guys. This is the residential community. This is the road, existing road beside the residential community. And the alleys that will be inside the residential community are going to be super huge. This is the existing road near the residential community. It leads all the way up there to that main intersection. And this is the start of the residential community. We want to clear up this entire site and then begin construction. That's the goal. The only thing keeping us a little bit delayed is the completion of this clearing of these worn out tires for this machine. But we will manage with what we have. See, we are out here in the dark, but we'll get it done and it will be done. If you are already a paid client, welcome to your land. Welcome to your home. Welcome to Xity. And thank you for all of the tremendous support, for the belief that this thing can be done. Some of you paid for your land without setting foot in Liberia, much less at Xity. That is tremendous trust that you've placed in me, and I appreciate that. And we are going to make sure that this thing is done. I know some of you are super passionate about this. You call me night and day, encouraging me to go on. And you are a paid client, you haven't set foot here. But you are so super impressed by this work and supportive of it. I know some of you, when the time is ripe, you will come back. I know few people in mind right now. If you give them the chance, if they have all of the resources today, their houses will probably be up while this machine is operating. I know someone in particular, and I know things will work out for her. She will get what she wants, and she will come and build her home here because I know how passionate she is. That girl is crazy about Xity, to be quite honest. Like, she is like crazy about Xity. I'm not going to name her. She's like a sister to me now. I know things will work out. You give that girl a chance while this machine is operating, she will be asking me to start digging her foundation here. That's how crazy she is about Xity. And people like that are passionate about Xity, they are the ones that are going to build Xity. I just started this thing, guys. But the true workers, the true builders here are the support team I have around me. Clients that are super passionate, that are sacrificing things to see that Xity comes alive. I am so grateful to you. You are truly, truly people to be setting trend in Liberia for the level of support that you've shown me. And your time will come. You will achieve your dreams and you will do great. So my sister out there, you know yourself. And my brother, her husband, he knows himself. We are going to get this thing done. I know it. And all of you, all of the other folks, my cousins, I know one who's very crazy. For him, I can name him. His name is Malva. If that guy were out here, he would probably be pushing that machine if the machine broke down. That's how crazy he is. But yeah, that's the level of passion I see in people that are super, super like ecstatic about the possibility of Xity, and they will support. They will do everything to support to make this happen. And I'm sure it will happen. And here is Ellie, my daughter, who's the one cooking here. Tell the people what your name is.
My name is Helen Camara.
Aha, Helen Camara. And who are you to me?
You.
Huh? Tell the people who you to me. Isha. That's my daughter. And she just cooked for the workers here. So we're getting things done. This is the residential committee. And our Ellen little daughter over there. Yeah. The guys are about to eat. These guys started work late. I got me cancel the whole eating. No eating for you today. Guys are about to eat. I knew it. And you're you're hearing it? And I told you people. So even though I was sick, I had to come here because if I had not come here, that foolish peking sitting over there, he was not going to come to work today. You heard it? You're drinking your shots and things. You're picking it? You see? I told you people, if I don't come here today, they're picking it, we're not going to work. You see them? Eating now. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, they are hard workers. But man, the headache to get them mobilized and get them on that machine is a headache. And it's a contractor job, but the company you will give the job to, you have to chase them to get a job done. To even arrange fuel delivery, I have to improvise. See my pickup at the back? I use my fuel transfer tank, or sometimes I use these drums, like what I'm doing here today. I brought the drums out because the fuel transfer tank has fuel for some other operation. So I got 2 drums, deliver those, and I'm carrying 2 empty drums back. And I fill it another day. It's not my job to do this. They're supposed to do all of that. But in these parts, you want your job to be done, you have to step in, intervene, all of these stages. I mean, when we started this thing, you thought we were going to be here today, clearing this residential zone? No. It was a little bit doubtful, right?
Yeah, because we knew the guy when the guys come, they won't work. And when they started working, the encouragement started.
Once we get them to start working, at least they can work. But to get them to start working. But what I mean is like, when I first brought you here and said, this is the dream, this is what I want to do here, what did you think? Huh? Your water? Okay, I'll get you water. Y'all go finish eating first. I'm talking. You saw it as what?
I saw it as impossible because...
Impossible.
Yeah, because being in the U.S. and doing a kind of job here, very difficult.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, even we are on the ground here, when you're doing piece of work, giving it to those guys, and you don't have the even when you give them money to do the work, take another end to take a man.
Yeah.
You understand?
To get them to fulfill their side of the contract.
Because you give them the money, they will take, I'll come tomorrow, the next day they will not come. And you that in the US, you tell me, say, my man, I told you to do the work. Why up to now people have not started doing this work? Come for example, some of those documents that we're running after.
Yeah.
We pay for those things.
Yeah.
But to give it back to us, it's difficult.
Yeah.
People keep telling us, Trey, or come tomorrow, the minister travel, the other person not here to sign this document. So sometimes, if the person don't come on the ground to see those things that are happening here, they feel that maybe either you're tricking them or something is happening.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. So when you saw the huge quantity of land and the huge dream that I was sharing with you, you were like, this is not going to happen.
Yes,
like, this guy is just dreaming.
How can one person do this thing?
Do this, yeah. I get it. But we are here now.
Yeah, we are here. Everything's moving.
Yeah.
And those dreams that we had, are coming to fulfill.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. I'm glad you're You're gradually convincing yourself that this is possible because you are following the story.
Because
You're seeing
the
how
starting part is just difficult.
and we'll continue working at it.
Even where I live from here now, ever since the banana got cars come home,
Of course.
they're going to say, well, yesterday was holiday attire.
Yeah. Yeah. And you didn't want me to come here today because you feel like I'm sick.
Yes.
I should be.
Because the way you're, something I say, why if you go on outside and they become worse, what will you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I still feel sick. Not well at all. But because we did that, this is the result of that. The residential zone, the clearing has commenced. You can see that. It's a small portion, but it has started. And we completed our road on the far end of Xity. It's because we're here. You heard the boy. He said, if I not come, then we're not going to work today. Let's get our water. But yeah, that's what it takes sometimes. Work needs to be done. Give them one sack of that water. It's getting dark now. I think we can leave. So I can go find some medicine at least. I have the thumb somewhere in that building. I just don't know where exactly. I mean, if it's fine pharmacy along the road, I can buy some too. But yeah, if I get home, I should find something.